I'm going to take you down memory lane to East Glamorgan General Hospital, one of the best hospitals we've ever had. East Glamorgan was never consultant-led A&E or casualty as we know it. The consultants came off the wards and they would come down and see you. I've had reason to be in our A&E over the last 2 months on several occasions. There's been no consultant. They've come off the wards down to A&E to sort them out, and on 2 occasions, an amputee there and then into theatre by the consultant on the wards. We don't need A&E consultant-led. You are safe. You need middle doctors. You have a unit over at the car park with flats that are empty. Incentive. Bring your doctors down and house them in them flats free of charge. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name's Judith. I'm a resident of Tontague. I agree with everything that's gone before. All the speakers have been very eloquent. Thank you very much for putting the points. But my own question, I think, is perhaps more for Alex and Mick, because I seriously doubt the legality of these proposals in terms of the Wellbeing of Future Generations Act 2015, because as far as I can see, it totally goes against the ethos of the Act and the legal obligation that the Welsh Government have to the people of Wales, including RCT, to provide adequate services. And I heard the word sustainable used by the first speaker. How can it be sustainable and environmentally correct to send people on a 40-minute journey to the nearest hospital? Ambulances are going to have to negotiate the roads there that aren't fit for purpose. It's just crazy to even think about it. And I wondered what the Health Secretary had said when you've had these discussions about this.
Okay. Right, my name's Carol Withy, and first of all, I want to say this is a personal slant on things. Everything has gone before. It's everything I've written down here, so I'm wasting people's time perhaps. But I want to reiterate is the message from the Health Board is it's a mantra. You need it safe, you need it sustainable. How safe and how sustainable is it to send someone who is seriously ill or very ill and injured many miles to obviously another overcrowded hospital? It's not safe, it's not sustainable. That's what's not safe and sustainable. In a recent... I've got to pick these now because they've all been answered. In a recent interview, the Chief Executive of Health Inspectorate Wales, Kate Chamberlain, albeit it was in reference to the maternity problems, but she did say at the end, is that it's well documented that patients and staff were not listened to. And Kate Chamberlain said that patients and staff in all areas should be listened to by the Health Board. They should act on it. They should listen to the people who have been scared to speak out. And we all know what happened then, so please do not let it go with the A&E. We need consultant-led, I think, A&E, and we deserve consultant-led A&E. Thank you.
Hi, I'm a bit embarrassed. I wasn't going to speak. I was just coming to listen. But you read and you hear, and NHS staff members talk to you. Sorry, and NHS staff members, friends, family talk to you. And when they tell you things like that the board was told that the A&E consultants would come to Llantrisant, and the only reason they aren't coming isn't they're not being given job security. I wouldn't leave a job. I've got a mortgage to pay. I wouldn't leave a job. You need to start offering big packages. You can get staff if you really put your mind to it. For instance, one consultant anaesthetist told the meeting that 2 would apply if approached. Now, if that was said on Monday in a meeting, I would hope that by now you've approached them. Also, there were 2 locum A&E doctors. sat in the meeting, have they been approached now? I had a note about the lady going to Princess of Wales, and I appreciate you've addressed that. But from a personal point of view, and I work for an authority like yourselves, it is really embarrassing to stand here and hear you say that you've literally just realised how bad your recruitment process was. I'm really embarrassed. Sorry, I'm really embarrassed as a taxpayer, as someone who works hard, volunteers, that you can, I'm not sure when you started. When did you start, can I ask? July. So we're now in February, and this week the job adverts went out. I find that really, really, really confusing. I find it confusing. And I can tell you that there is a massive majority of people in Rhondda and Taff who use bus passes because they don't have cars. And if you need to verify that information, the AM here can ask you, can provide you with figures provided by Transport for Wales, up-to-date recent figures, where they have just changed their bus pass system over. And they can tell you that RCT is the highest, or one of the highest uses of bus passes. So I don't really understand why we're here, because all I've heard tonight is we haven't quite done this, we haven't quite done that, we don't have these figures, we don't have these quotas, we don't really know. So I'm not sure where this has come about. And I think what you should have done is consulted over the last 6 years. Why are we here now? Why are we even talking about it? You haven't got any answers for us anyway. Okay, thank you. Thanks for your time.